Good morning, Captains. It's me, Tonic TZW, and there's some new drops in the store today. It's the 1st of December. We knew some of it was coming, but it looks like there's a little bit more in store for us as well. But I'm a little bit disappointed to say that it does appear to be a last minute before Christmas cash grab by World of Warships Legends. So spend your money wisely, and if you don't have to spend it on pixel boats, spend it on a member of your family and treat them to something extra special for this Christmas. But if you don't have anybody to buy your Christmas gifts for, then you can of course treat yourself. But let's just have a look. The Bureau project for the legendary Japanese cruiser, the Zhao, is there. You can pick it up for either 5,000 doubloons or 30 million credits. So what's 5,000 doubloons cost us these days? £15. So £15 for a legendary cruiser once you've completed the project. It's probably not too bad. I think it's reasonable at that price. Or, of course, if you sat on millions of credits, you can use the millions of credits in your bank to basically pick it up free for in-game currency. So 2 options there. And I think, to be honest, I think £15 for a ship is probably the price that most ships should be in this game. So £15 to get some doubloons for that, for a legendary tier cruiser. You do have to go through the whole project, so that is going to probably take you 2 to 3 months. And you probably are also going to have every Japanese cruiser up to the tier 8. I think that's the Ibuki. So if you haven't already sort of ground your way through the Japanese cruiser line, I can pretty much guarantee that you are going to need it through this. In fact, you know something? I'll tell you what we'll do. We will pick this up for 30 million credits right now. So let's get this on the go. So we'll do that, but we'll finish looking through the store first of all, because there are a couple of other things that I wanted to point out. So there we are. We have the Zhao. Something that I wasn't expecting coming back this week is the 2 Titans. That's the Godzilla and King Kong tie-in that they did. I think it was about a year or 2 ago now. Now, seriously, new guys, pay attention from this point forwards, otherwise you will be horribly disappointed. If we go and look at these 2 ships, you'll see that I got the commanders out of some crates last time. If you view the ship, here we will see that Heat Ray has Godzilla stood on top of it. This skin does not have Godzilla stood on top of it when you take it into battle. It is basically that blue and black skin. And the same goes for Primal. You will see that he has got King Kong, or she has got King Kong hanging off the stern. And I believe these 2 ships, I don't know which is which, but I believe that this is based on the Congo and the Godzilla one is based on the Foudre. I don't know if the stats are different. I haven't had time to look. But there are also obviously the 2 commanders. Godzilla's basically spotter plane and reduced cooldown. Has a couple of other things on there, and I think a lot of people, when carriers were introduced, went for Kong because his AA damage is massively increased when you get it up to the top level. You know, that's plus 12% AA damage. So I know a lot of people were running that one on their ships, but there we go. So you've got his base skill, which is plus 12%. Then you can rack up another 10% there, so that's 22, and then you can rack up another 10% there, so that's 32% plus AA damage. So if you're running Kong as a commander, nobody's going to get any planes anywhere near you. If you're running them as inspiration, you're still going to get an extra 12%. But obviously the Black Friday stuff is still running. Wargaming will milk that one for as long as they can. Under the special tab, there is a free pirate crate. I've already collected mine, and I got an insignia. You can pick up extra treasure chests for 1,000 doubloons. Now, you won't be able to see this on the screen, so I'm going to read off what the main prizes are here for you. So let me just open this, because it opens in a browser window and you don't see it on the screen. But the gold level prizes, you've got a 10% chance of the two commanders. You've got a 4% chance of either the Caprice or the Foudre, and you've got a 0.01% chance of dropping 30,000 doubloons from a treasure chest. There is a guaranteed reward system on this container. If you don't receive Le Foudre or Caprice after opening 29 treasure chests, 23 crates, then you're guaranteed to receive Le Foudre or Caprice in the next chest, i.e. the 30th chest. So you could go through and open chests one by one if you're willing to spend that much of money. You could pick up the ships before you get to 30 chests. However, if you get unlucky as heck, then you may find yourself spending 30,000 doubloons on chests to get a ship. The other option, of course, is to go and you can buy the ship and the commander for 20,500 doubloons. Now, we all know that there's coupons in store at the moment, but be aware that the coupons do not apply to these. Or if you want purely the ship itself, you can pick it up for 17,500 doubloons. So basically, you could get both ships for, what's that, 35,000, or you could gamble on opening 30 crates to potentially only get one. So think about what you're going to do there. Have a look at the commander specs and things before you make a decision on what you're going to do, and spend wisely. Now, as I said, you can pick up one of those ships for 17,500 doubloons, or you can gamble on crates. And let me tell you why this, I think, is a bit of a cash grab by Wargaming. And it's in the missions and it's in the assignments. You have an assignment today that should be there automatically, and it is for a pirate flag. The flag that Wargaming have been telling us for so long that they can't put into the game because of certain limitations on some nations, I think outlawing or making this flag illegal. A bit like representing a certain national socialist party in games where you're not allowed to display certain symbology or images in video games for countries like Germany, if you get my drift. But if you go in here, you'll see that you will need either La Foudre or Caprice to be able to get your pirate flag, and you can play those ships in, what is it, AI standard, brawl, any game mode there, I think, apart from fleet battles, to pick up the pirate flag. So I imagine that the number of people that have been asking for this flag over the years that this game has been in place, lots of people are going to be looking at the cheapest option to acquire one of those ships so that they can pick up the pirate flag. And the cheapest way they're going to do that, guaranteed, is to spend 17,500 doubloons on a crate. On a ship. Now, if we go back to the store and we have a look at what 17,500 doubloons is going to cost you, basically most people are probably going to buy the 20,500 doubloon package and have a few left over because there's a new campaign coming soon. That's £54. So basically, people are going to be, excuse me while I clear my throat. Basically, people are going to be spending over 50 quid to get a ship, to get a flag that does absolutely nothing apart from appear cosmetic. If the flags did something for your ship in the game, it'd be worth a lot more. But I don't want to say like a downer on this. But given how many people have been asking for that, they could have dropped it in the game for, I don't want to say free. I want to say for a smaller price, perhaps 2,500 doubloons. I think that would have been more reasonable for people to acquire. But it is a free-to-play game. And for those of us who like to keep it as free to play as possible, we have to be grateful to those people who don't have those ships, who are adamant that they want a pirate flag on their ship, and they are going to drop thousands of doubloons on crates or ships to basically get themselves a skull and crossbones flag. Yeah. These two things here, it says it's reduction. It's 20,500 doubloons for 2 ships. Works out at what? You've got 2 ships, 2 commanders, a couple of flags, and some camos. I don't have either of those. Tier 5 ships. I don't even know what a Tier 5 ship costs these days. Let's go along to ships. And have we got any Tier 5s in here? 77776. Let's go. 774. In fact, I'll tell you what's got a Tier 5, Japan. Because they'll have the Hyuga in there, won't they? Myogi Hyuga, 10,000. Yeah, so you're going to be basically spending the same as you would usually on a Tier 5 ship, but you do get a commander and some flags and some camos at the same time. So if you need a couple of Tier 5 premiums, then yeah, you can do that. I think that's reasonable as well. You're not being gouged for that one. If it was still full price at 30,000 doubloons, I think it says there 33, that's a bit of a gouge, but 20,000, you're basically paying what you would for buying 2 Tier 5 or buying a Tier 5 premium outright. So, are they Pirates of the Caribbean or are they absolute scurvy sea dog thieves? I'll leave it to you to decide. Let me know if you do pick anything up, but let's go and have a look at that Bureau project, and let's get Zhao activated because we do have premium, all 701 days of it. We'll get it loaded up with our first commanders. And let's see what ships we are going to need. Anshan, that's a good start for a premium. So we've got Anshan, Ismail. Let's have a look at which segments we can progress quicker on. Maya, I don't have. I could use my coupons to pick up a Tier 6 premium. But yeah, it looks like this is going to be all Japanese cruisers all the way along. Oh, Russian cruiser, Poltava. But the important thing is here, we'll look at the gated ones. So the gated ones, we have got the Myoko, which is the Tier 5 tech tree cruiser. Then coming along, we have got the Megami, which is the Tier 7 tech tree cruiser. And this is going to be the Ibuki or the Ibuki B, which is the Tier 8 tech tree or the Black Friday from last year, I think. So you're going to need Tier 6, 7 and 8 tech tree cruisers of the Japanese line to get through the project gates on this one. So there we go. A little bit of insight, a little bit of a moan about Wargaming gouging people for money again. But I say, if you've got the money and you can afford to lose it, take a gamble. See what you come up with. Don't forget, smash the like button. Leave me something in the comments. Tell me if you did buy anything, if you did get lucky on crates, or if you went the whole hog and just gave Wargaming your credit card. Have a great weekend, everybody. It's a dad's weekend for me, so I won't be online. So you'll be safe in Legendary Tier from my Darren for a while. Until next time, take care. Goodbye.